extensions, you feel my pain, right? Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it. First, I'm gonna pick up this color in the palette. It's kind of like a taupey, warmy type shade color, and I'm just gonna start to put that directly in my crease. I'm using a big fluffy brush, as I always do when I start out, and I'm just going with windshield wiper motions from the outer part of my crease all the way to the inner part of my crease, and then when I get to the edge of my eye, I'm just like doing a little flicking out motion to almost create like a wing-like effect. I'm not getting any of the shadow on my outer V. Once I don't know, it's weird, like the brush just naturally follows the shape of my eye and I flick it out. So then I'm going to pick up this creamy color from the palette, and I am just going to start to apply this to my brow bone. Once I'm done applying this to my brow bone, I'm just going to pick up my fluffy brush one more time and do like little swirling motions to make sure those two colors are nice and blended together. And then we're going to move on and do it to the other side. So you know, when I started this video, I had already primed my eyes with concealer and set them with translucent powder. It's super important that you prime your eyes and set them with a powder before you start doing your eyeshadow. If not, it's going to be super duper hard to blend your eyeshadow, and that's when it's going to look choppy and messy, and it's not going to look the way we want it to look. Now I'm just going to pick up this dark cool toned brown and mix it together with this more dark warm toned brown on a little angled brush. I'm just going right on top of the ball of my eye. Like when you close your eye, you can feel like your eyeball, and right on top of that little area where it digs in, that's your crease. So I'm just using this brush to map out that, map on my crease basically. I'm cutting my crease. That's what we're doing today. We're doing a soft cut crease. So I'm going to cut out my crease, do that little wing flick like effect on the edge, how we did with the other shadow, and then I'm taking a clean fluffy brush and blending it out. Now I'm picking up this tiny little Morphe brush, which I will list the number of below. This brush makes cut creases so much easier. I'm picking up a little bit of that mixture of the two eyeshadows, and I'm just further deepening that up. However, I don't want to deepen it up with the little angled brush because it's going to be like a really intense sharp line. I want to keep this soft. So I'm picking up little bits of product and like using that to blend out that sharp line. And then when I see that the product's building up a lot, I pick up a clean fluffy brush, blend it out, and I keep doing that over and over again. Now I'm going to pick up this really soft kind of off-whitey, shimmery-ish. It's more like a satin than a shimmer. And I'm just going to start to pack this on all over my lid. It's really important when you're packing this on that you stay right on your lid and you don't cover any of that work that we just did on the crease. If not, it won't be a cut crease anymore because we won't see how we cut our crease out. So as you can see, I'm kind of using the edge of the brush to stay as close to the edge of my crease as possible so that we can still continue to see that sharp line. Once I'm done packing on that color, I take this little Morphe brush one more time and just deepen up that cut crease that we did again, because it's inevitable. We're always going to get a little bit of what's called the light color on there, which is fine. And then using the edge of my brush, I just went right underneath of that little flick that we did, so it doesn't look like we have a bald spot with our eyeshadow. Now I just primed my face with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, which I have been loving lately. I'm letting it dry a little bit, and now I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever HD Foundation Stick. This is actually the first time that I used this, so it's kind of like a first impression for me. I didn't even know how to put it on. I was like, okay, where do I start? How much do I put on? How far? I don't know. Is a little gonna go a long way? Is I need a lot? I didn't know. So I just kind of started. Ooh, I was very nervous, obviously. Okay, get it together, Debbie. Let's go. Come on. Okay, here we go. So I kind of just applied a couple stripes to my face, and then I blended it out with my Beauty Blender. This is gonna sound so weird, but I actually like the Real Technique sponge better than the Beauty Blender. I don't know why, I just do. But for some reason, with this foundation in specific, I only like to blend it out with the Black Beauty Blender. I don't know why, it's so weird. It's just like the texture of the Black Beauty Blender is a little bit different, and since this is such a full coverage foundation, I don't know, I just like the way that it blends it out. So every time I've used it after this first time, I always do it with the Black Beauty Blender. My first impressions of this is that it gives amazing coverage. It looks really good in pictures. I really liked it. But I don't know, like when I put it on, it felt a little greasy-ish when I put it on. So I don't know, I'm still deciding. It's only been like a week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and conceal my face as I always do. I am using the tip of the applicator to help to sharpen the edge of that cut crease. Just make sure it stays nice and sharp. And if we cover up anything with concealer on accident, it's fine. Pick up your little brush and bring it right back. It's no big deal. So now I'm just going to go ahead and bake my face a little bit using my MAC Prep and Prime. I just wanted to bake because this foundation again was very thick, so I was scared I was going to crease a lot because I crease like crazy. And then while I was baking, I was reading the Ulta magazine that came out this week, and I don't know, I'm thinking about getting the chocolate bonbons palette from Too Faced, but I don't know, I've never tried Too Faced eyeshadows. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, moving on. Picking up my Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, I am just going to bronze up my face the same way I always do in every single video. So we are just going to fast forward right through this, and I'm also going to fast forward through the part where I'm contouring. I'm using my Ofra Cosmetics truffle eyeshadow and just carving out my cheekbone and then blending it out with little circular motions like I do in almost every single video. So, oh my gosh, yeah. So now I went to go drink water and I found an eyelash on the bottom of my coffee mug. You know, life of somebody that's obsessed with makeup. You just start finding eyelashes everywhere. Whatever. So we're gonna go back to the eyes and picking up that first color that we started with, that like taupey, like really light color that we initially put into our crease. I'm gonna take this little brush and just smoke out my bottom lash lines. This is actually the only color that I'm gonna put in my bottom lash line because I wanted to keep this look very cool and like very minimal. I want it to be in like intense but soft, if that makes sense. So I didn't want to do too much to the bottom lash, and just to keep it looking fresh, since we did use all those cool tones that on me can very quickly make me look sick, I'm just lining my eyes with some nude liner. I'm now going to go in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, my favorite, and I got some on my eye, and I'm just telling you that it's okay. I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. It's all going to be okay. So now I'm picking up my Lara Gellar Gilded Honey, and I am just spritzing my brush with some Fix Plus and putting that right onto my face. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that Lara Gellar Gilded Honey into the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm also going to put a little bit right under the arches of my eyebrows. Then I was trying to make literally the hardest decision ever, what blush to use. And then I decided on Warm Soul from MAC, an oldie but a goodie. I feel like whenever I don't know what blush to use, I always use this one. It's just really glowy and pretty and natural looking, so I was like, okay, perfect. And now I'm just blending everything out with my favorite stippling brush to make sure everything is nice and seamlessly blended. So now going in with these Ardell lashes. These are the double ups in number 206. I'm going to pop those on. I love these lashes, but I barely ever wear them because they are so hard to get on. Like, out of every single eyelash I think I've ever worn, those are the hardest to get on, and I don't know why. Does anybody else have that problem, or is it just me? I don't know why it's so hard to get them on, but whatever. But I love them. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line my lips with MAC's lip liner in the color Night Moth, and I'm also going to fill them in with this color. We are going to go in with a very dark liquid lipstick, and you know I have just been liking to fill my lips in with lip liner before I put on liquid lipstick because it makes my liquid lipstick last longer and feel less dry on the lips. So now I'm taking Lipland Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the color Montenegro. This is one of the 3 from the Amrezy collection. I love this color, it's so pretty. And so yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys liked this look. The first look that I did with the Morphe 35o was like a super duper earthy toned warm look. So I want to do something completely different using the same exact palette. I never go for cool tones. I don't know why, and I like them. I just always automatically gravitate towards the warm tones. So the fact that in this palette you get your warms and your cools is pretty cool. Haha. So I want to do something very cool toned. Also, I hope it's kind of helped you guys get a little bit of a better idea of how to do a cut crease, because I know that's something that a lot of people have questions about. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with another video that I'm super excited to get up for you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see the rest of the video that I'm going to be posting, subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys, and I'll see you. Bye.